Tuesday insights for the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network meteorologist Danielle Noyes here. A lot to cover in this video. A few showers on Wednesday. A surge of humidity comes in on Thursday, and with that, a number of showers and storms. A few of them could be on the stronger side. We'll time those out together coming up. Less humid again for the upcoming weekend. We'll talk about that as well. I do want to start with something about the tropics. It's, of course, been a very quiet start to hurricane season, and we are talking about at least a chance of some development. Whether or not it becomes a named storm, I want to show you the tropical satellite, which features a cluster of showers, thunderstorms down across the Gulf along the coastline of Texas. National Hurricane Center watching this for a moderate chance of developing into a named storm if it can come out over the Gulf, over the record warm ocean waters. Again, whether or not it becomes a named storm doesn't really matter, because you notice here as I show you precipitation, we're talking about 4 to 8 inches along the Gulf Coast, from the coast of Texas, Houston, stretching back up into Louisiana, into central and southern Mississippi, and then a little area through central and southern Alabama, and even into portions of Georgia. This is the map through the upcoming weekend. And some of these deeper purples and reds in here indicate some isolated amounts that will top out over 8 inches with this moisture that's going to kind of organize, tap the Gulf for moisture, and move along the Gulf Coast states. So that's something we'll be watching in the days to come. A lot of heat across the country too. Temperatures 90s, over 100 desert Southwest. Do you notice the big shift of cooler temperatures in portions of the Midwest? So this is a clear warm front with a surge of heat and humidity. So along that boundary, we are going to fire up scattered to numerous strong to severe thunderstorms during the day on Wednesday. And this red shaded area is the area of primary risk here that extends from Springfield, Illinois, and then all the way east into west central portions of Indiana. But the orange shaded area too in this. So tornadoes, damaging wind gusts, large hail potential during the day on Wednesday. The risk of severe weather will shift east out of that region by the time we get to Thursday, as the heat also presses east. So notice DC climbing into the mid 90s. We get into some warmth, into some humidity, but the deep intense heat will be down to our south. So most of the thunderstorms, at least the stronger ones, will be to our south as well. But you notice that a little bit comes into southwestern New England, and we are in a risk for some thunderstorms, isolated strong to severe cells during the day on Thursday, with that surge of tropical-like humidity that comes in. So Wednesday's a pretty quiet day overall. Clouds, breaks of sun. It can't rule out an isolated shower, and the greatest risk of a couple of showers or even an isolated thunderstorm is across northern Vermont during Wednesday afternoon and evening, but many of us will end up with a dry day. Thursday, you notice here comes that warm front, so you're going to notice the difference. The dew points climb through the 60s, even some lower 70s. It will be a soupy, kind of humid feel again, with a number of showers firing up, and sometimes these warm fronts can get a little bit tricky, right? We'll fire up some storms that come in as we punch into this warm sector. So during Thursday afternoon and evening, you notice the chances greatest northern, central, southwestern New England during the afternoon and evening as that front comes through. And we talked about this yesterday in the insights. I do still think there'll be some showers and storms that will try to hold together, but where we need the rainfall most in southern and eastern areas of New England, there won't be a whole lot in terms of precipitation totals that come in. Bottom line, Thursday is a day to be weather aware. Have our app location notifications turned on. The front clears the coastline on Friday. Actually, it's going to be a nice end to the week. Maybe still bubble up a shower in far northern New England to end the week on Friday. Less humid again. And then both on Saturday and Sunday, there's going to be some cold air aloft, and that will mean some instability in the atmosphere. So I do think far northern New England, stretching down even to central New England, we're going to bubble up some showers during the course of Saturday afternoon and Sunday. I'll show you the percent chance coming up. The wind is also going to get a little bit gusty during the day on Thursday too. Out ahead of that front, I want to show you in the morning, it's breezy, like 10 to 20 miles per hour, but then it quickly ramps up, and it's a southwest wind. So as we head into the afternoon, it shifts a little bit out of the south-southeast. So the western slopes of the Green Mountains, the Berkshires, may see some gusts that go around 40 miles per hour. Same for far southeastern Massachusetts to the Cape, gusts around 40 miles per hour. For the rest of us, it's a windy day on Thursday. 20 to 35 mile per hour gusts will be pretty common. Then that front comes through, the wind will shift around out of the west, and then it's still a breezy day on Friday, but 20 to 30 mile per hour gusts will generally be the theme to end the week. So, of course, with the wind ramping up, the seas are also going to ramp up pretty quickly. Thursday pre-dawn, it's like 1 to 3 foot seas, some 5-footers offshore near Georgia's Bank. But as I play things through, you're going to notice by the afternoon, look at this 8 7-8 foot seas, really from Wilkinson Basin points east, even just off the coastline of Maine, even near shore. We're talking about 3 to 6 foot wave action Thursday afternoon and evening. They'll remain elevated offshore on Friday. Closer to the coastline, we'll start to see things ease. And I do want to show you this upcoming weekend as we kick off officially summer on Sunday with the astronomical start to summer. Both Saturday and Sunday look like quieter beach and boating weather with 1 to 3 foot seas, even far offshore, maybe some 4 to 5 footers that linger. Chance of precipitation on Saturday and Sunday. I want to show you that the farther north you go, there is a greater chance, particularly in the mountains in the far north country where it's like a 60 to 80% chance. The farther south you come, the better chance you have of staying dry both weekend days with a lower risk of showers, including in central and southern New England on Sunday. Northern New England, we're still under some of that cold air aloft. So we'll keep a close eye on that for the upcoming weekend. High temperatures on Wednesday, 70s to lower 80s, right around or just above where we should be this time of the year. Wednesday night, widespread 50s to lower 60s. That wind coming in, the humidity coming in on Thursday, 70s to lower 80s, but it'll feel a little warmer. Look at the dew points. It does stay a little drier in far northern New England, particularly northern Maine. It takes most of the day with that warm front lifting in to get the humidity to rise. But look at this dew point, 60s to around 70. When it gets up near 70, that's when it's really soupy. So you're going to feel the difference. Thursday night, drier air starts to come in, overnight lows, 50s and 60s. And Friday will be a warm day, 80s in many areas, central, southern New England, even some mid to upper 80s in the warmest spots, 70s in the north country, but drier air coming in. Again, a breezy day on Friday. And it looks like many of us will be in the 70s this upcoming weekend, a little cooler in the mountains. You can track your city or town, of course, right in our free 5-star weather app. Pinpoint your exact location on there. Tips and tricks on how to best use our app are at app.onedegreeoutside.com. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this 1 Degree Outside video.
Get exclusive content, support the mission at membership.onedegreeoutside.com. And don't forget, free and 5 stars on the App Store and Google Play. Search the #1 Degree Outside Weather.